Hey guys, welcome back to my Lady Boss YouTube channel. So today I'm so excited. We're going to talk about this really awesome topic. It's going to be all about how to take back your power and really know how to have your own value, your self-worth, and how to gain that self-respect from other people. So I'm really excited to get into this video, but before we do, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post videos every Thursday. And then also I will link my Instagram handle right here as well too, so you can follow me on social media. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my tips on how to take back your power. My tip number one is to think of life as a puzzle. So there's so many different types of pieces to a puzzle, correct? So within that, you kind of want to compare those pieces to the things in your life, which can consist of your career or business you started, your relationships, friendships, family, traveling, your hobbies. But then what you want to try to do is you want to try to piece all these pieces together to create your life puzzle. So the way you do that is you need to try to make yourself feel whole and complete this puzzle by doing things that really are fulfilling to you and that really make you happy. Because when you try to work on being whole, that's when you can go ahead and know your value and your worth and all of that combined, because there's sometimes things where you're going to feel like these pieces of your puzzle are going to be missing. That's everybody and nobody's perfect. But at the same time, if you feel like pieces of your puzzle are missing or they're lacking in a certain sense, then that's when you really want to try to focus on those aspects. Because a lot of times, for example, sometimes people who need the financial help, maybe it's time to really reevaluate and rethink of things of how you can maybe budget better. Or it can come down to whether you're really unsatisfied with the job that you're currently working at and you just kind of now need to realize that it's maybe time to apply for a new job. Or I know sometimes people might be going through certain health issues and that's the time to maybe make a new health plan for yourself or just kind of watch the foods that you're kind of intaking and eating. So whatever pieces that you think are lacking within your life puzzle, that's where you really want to focus on that. Because a lot of times when those pieces are missing or they're not fully focused on, that's where you can kind of beat yourself up for the things that are like the issues and the problems of your life, bring a negative atmosphere around. And if that's going to be the case, it's going to be very hard for you to see your own value and your own self-worth. And if you can't see it within yourself, how is anybody else going to see that within you? So that's why work on those pieces, being able to complete your whole life puzzle. I feel like that's the best scenario that I can give you, because I just want you to remember, in order for you to feel whole, you have to work on yourself, and no one or any situation can make you feel complete. My tip number two is to feel comfortable being alone. So this is the time to thrive in solitude, to really learn how to live life on your own, and just to honestly enjoy your own company. Because without doing this, a lot of times people will start to seek validation from others, your insecurities will increase, and what also really does tend to happen is that your happiness is in the hands of others or in other situations. So a lot of times what I do highly recommend is maybe, go run down to Starbucks, get a coffee, grab a book, and just hang out by yourself. Or if you want to be outdoors, maybe go hiking or take a walk and just enjoy the peacefulness, the outdoors, and just the environment. And then at the same time, a lot of times people are really into meditation and yoga nowadays. So maybe that's a great way to just, find a way to relax and just be at peace with yourself. So I recommend those things that I've seen a lot of people do and those things that I've done personally as well too. What I really wanted to make a point with and really drive home for you is because this tip I think is the most valuable one, only because I used to never be that way. A while back, I used to always have to be surrounded by friends. I always had to go out to eat with someone. I always had to do something with someone. Like I always had to be with someone 24/7, whether that was in a relationship or with friendships. So one thing that I ended up actually really realizing was that I became more dependent on other people than I was independent, because I never really truly valued my own alone time or valued that I could be okay alone. So that's why I stand by this 200%. And I think that is just one of the most important things to really, grow as a person, learn from, and just being able to validate that you can do this, because you will know at the end of the day that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what obstacles you go through and the things that can come your way left and right, you know that at the end of the day that you will be okay with or without anybody. And you can do this alone because you knew how to do that from the beginning, as long as you work on trying to get there. My tip number 3 is to know you have options. A lot of times people will go ahead and put a certain time frame on their life, and that's something that I would try to avoid at all possible costs, because what counts the most is the day that you decide to start on your new journey. I think that is one of the most important things to really take accountability for and to really know, because it's never too late to start a new career. It's never too late to learn from, past relationship mistakes. And it's never too late to change your current circumstances to be able to create a better and new lifestyle for yourself. And I do get it too. Change can be very scary to some people. And a lot of times people don't like to do something different or out of the ordinary of their everyday lifestyle that they've already created for themselves. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you feel like you're sinking and you're not happy, just think of what can happen to the other aspects of your life. Of course, that's going to be affected by it. So the moment that you decide to take your life seriously and you put value and respect towards your endless amount of options, that's when your life can really evolve and change. My last and final tip is to level up mentally. So your daily habits and routines have to align with the vision that you have for yourself, along with knowing what standards you want to hold yourself to. Because trust me, life is a complete mental game, and you have to know that you are born with certain capabilities, amazing qualities, and uniqueness within yourself, so you better show up and act like that person, because once you know this, the rest will just follow. Alright, so I'm going to close out this video, and I hope that you enjoyed these 4 tips, and I hope that they were super helpful for you. But I just want you to remember, in order for you to take back your power of knowing your own value, self-worth, and really knowing that you deserve the utmost respect, is always going to start with you. So I want you to try to work on things. If your life is not completely there yet, I get it. It's going to take work. It's going to take you growing as a person. And that's what you'll just need to do, and the journey will be amazing. And I just want you to know that you can confidently level up your life, and you'll feel so much happier at the end of the day. But I do appreciate you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next week's video. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.